Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Trias token. Now, Trias is a token that I talked about on this channel before. I gave you a nice overview of the project and a couple reasons why I thought this project had major potential and was definitely on my watch list. Today, I want to dive back into this project and talk to you more about what's going on about Trias and the entire ecosystem involving play to earn, NFTs, and so much more. So if you're excited about that, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and if you want to get in the Telegram group, leave me a comment in the comment box and I will get you in my Telegram group. Like-minded individuals, no drama, good vibes only, so we can get this money together. So first things first, let's dive into the Trias token right here on CoinGecko. So as of recording this video, Trias is sitting at $7.45. The market cap is $37 million. The circulating supply is 5 million tokens with a total supply of 10 million tokens. Scrolling down to take a look at the history of the token, the all-time high of this token is $31.70 about 4 months ago, down 76%. So getting back up to the all-time high for this token is already some nice potential gains in the token. But real quick, what is Trias? Let's give an overview. Trias stands for Trustworthy, Reliable, Intelligent, Autonomous Systems. When you click this button right here that says Trias in a nutshell, it will bring you here where it says Trias is a full stack decentralized trusted cloud infrastructure and ecosystem for full scale general purpose and enterprise ready applications. So in layman's terms, it is a full ecosystem for you to build some great enterprise ready applications. So it says the vision is Trias is aimed to solve the core issues. With Trias, you can root trust into machines with firm assurance that the machines will deterministically do what they are told to do. The team, now I talked about a lot more of this in my last video, so you can go ahead, I'll put a link in the cards for that. But it says the team right now is about 70 plus members. You got 50 engineers, you got 20 plus PhD graduates, and this team is growing pretty fast. Now, the Trias is composed of 3 layers: Leviathan, Prometh, and Magcarta. Now, I was reading this AMA from the CEO right here on the Trias Medium, and he explained this in a question very well. He says, can you clarify the different mainnet releases? Is the mainnet release for Q4 2021 for Prometh, and then the Q3 2022 mainnet release for Triathon? And he says, originating from the Latin word trias, which means 3, Trias is a negative layer network. It is composed of 3 different layers: Leviathan, Prometh, and Magcarta. We currently have 3 teams developing the L, the P, and the M. They together build the Trias infrastructure. Based on these 3 components, we are starting to build our own ecosystem project. Triathon is the first among them. So for Trias, including the L, the P, and the M, we are targeting a release of the new version of the mainnet in Q4. And for Triathon, which is the project from these 3 teams, is going to be released in Q3 of 2022. So that's pretty interesting to see right there. This is multiple teams working together to build this thing called the Triathon. And they said, what inspired you to create the Triathon? It says the Triathon is primarily designed to test the Leviathan system on Trias. As planned, we were going to launch the Trias testnet in Q2 2021, but since Trias is a -1 test network, if we want to test -1 network, we have to put public chains running on it. So we built an infrastructure to allow public chain nodes to be easily deployed on Trias. And then it says, then to test the public chains that have been deployed on Leviathan, in order to show the difference in performance, we have to put smart contracts on top of those chains. So we built the Delusionist. And then they said, to further verify the public chain and smart contract is secure enough under our Leviathan's requirement, we built the Destroyer, which is applied to simulate attacks on the test net to test this whole system. So it says, to better demonstrate and compare the differences among the testing chains and contracts, we built the demonstrator, or the dungeon, to show how the test is going in all specifications of the test net. So basically, they built this testing system for Trias, and they put it all into a game where they created 3 pieces to the game. So when you come to the Triathon website and you click technology, it's going to show you this right here, and it's the Triathon Battleground. It says testing can be game like in the Triathon Battleground. The Triathon is designed for spotting quality test nets and outstanding products that can be achieved rapid iteration. Moreover, it can promote fair distribution of funds and resources. So interestingly enough, right here you see the daemon right here, which is deploying dApps and applications. Then you have the destroyer, which is trying to break these dApps and applications. Then you have the delusionist right here, which is trying to find ways to better secure these dApps and applications. You have the dungeon right here, which is where we can see all of this stuff that's going on, and we have us being the participants right here playing this game in order to test these dApps. So in the front end, we're up here watching the dungeon, the gamified version. In the back end, the delusionist, the daemon, and the destroyer are testing these. They're actively testing these dApps. So the dungeon includes various DeFi infrastructure, ensuring that users can play to earn. So real-time witnesses, in-game battles. There's different DeFi applications that you're going to be able to use, staking and stuff like that. You got the destroyer, the generating false malicious transactions, attacking the chain, trying to find if they have any bugs. They're going to be attacking the network, host attackers, and stuff like that. And then you have the delusionist, a receiver and executor of the combat command, the composer, generating and configuring dApps and chains for test flight to satisfy test targets, the examiner, the dispatcher, etc. So that's a little bit more of how the game works in this whole thing. So Triathon has this cool way of testing their apps and making sure that they're battle tested, pretty literally, in the game form, gamified battle testing for these applications, which is pretty cool. So it says Triathon is a critical project for the Trias ecosystem. It is our testnet at the moment, and later will be matured as the launching platform for all of our ecosystem projects. So all of their ecosystem projects are going to be, going through this battle testnet, so they can ensure that these things are good before they even drop them. This is pretty interesting, and putting it into the form of a game gives normal people the ability to participate in this. So it says, the question raised by somebody, it says, can the Trias investors participate in the Triathon or the metaverse? And it says yes. It says yes, absolutely. The Trias token is the seeds of our ecosystem projects, including not just Triathon, but many more in the upcoming months. Holding Trias token is holding the keys to the entire Trias universe. Regarding the Triathon, we will release detailed gaming rules in the next couple of days. We will explain how to use the key, which is the Trias token, to unlock the many possibilities in game. So that's another use case for the Trias token. It's going to be used in the Triathon and different things like that that's going on in that part of the infrastructure. So many dope things going on with the Trias infrastructure. Now, another thing that's pretty cool that's coming to this is you have the token. Now, the tokens can be used for staking, they can be used for payments, and they can be used for the governance. So that's pretty cool. You have a launchpad coming. It says, besides the testing services for blockchains and dApps, Triathon also provides test-driven launching services for early stage projects and users. So they have something called an initial testnet offering through the launchpad, which enables the community to support projects that can survive multiple levels of test. This is getting pretty dope right here. So there's also more to it. Now there's also NFTs involved with this. So the NFTs on the platform right here from the Triathon white paper says the Triathon testnet framework has multiple test specifications. To make these test tools more easily understood and applied to non-tech users, NFTs with descriptions of technical attributes and functionality will be gamified as weapons and tools. NFTs have different features, prices, and values. Users can use NFTs strategically in battlegrounds. Stake your NFTs to adjust the behaviors of the daemon, the delusionist, or the destroyer. So you can stake your NFTs in a different way to try to make this destroyer stronger, so it can destroy some of these things in the daemon, or make the delusionist stronger, so it can. So there's a whole gamified thing to this. It's pretty interesting. You can create new NFTs and upgrade low-level NFTs through something called forging. So the forging, it's you can see how they're mixing in this technical aspect of testing these applications and putting it into a game form. I'm excited for the game rules for this to come out. When they come out, I'll go over the game rules a lot more. You can check out the white paper. They go and they explain, you know, what the dungeon is, what the farm is, what the forge means. You can forge different weapons, different weapon compositions. They explain how the destroyer works. They explain all this stuff very, very well. So coming back to this AMA, with the CEO, it says, I seen the roadmap of Trias and I don't see any NFTs that have their project plans. It says NFTs will be an important part of this. Building Triathon is actually building a metaverse, a decentralized battleground for making, training, crushing, and launching all decentralized infrastructures, chains, and applications, dApps. There will be many elements to using the NFT tech. So this is pretty dope to see. A play to earn testnet for autonomous reliable systems. So another thing about the Trias project, they asked, how come you guys are not on social media as much? They said, hey, we're 100 engineers, we're growing to 300 pretty fast, and we hope that us delivering the project builds enough hype. That's dope to see, but I hope they also throw some more marketing in there, which I can see that they're doing, so that's also dope. So it says, can you explain how the Triathon tokens will be acquired? Is it through buying the Trias tokens first? And they say yes. The Trias token will act as a generator of the Triathon token and many following tokens in the ecosystem, so it is the seed. So let me know what you guys think about Trias, Triathon, and this whole gamified testnet with NFTs and play to earn, building out something that's going to be used by governments and enterprise companies. They already have enterprise people using the product. They have stuff like that going on. So if you have any questions about this, let me know in the comment box what your comments are. What do you guys think about Trias? What do you guys think about the gamified testnet? Do you think this is something that's going to be interesting for people, something that is going to take off? Me personally, I think this thing has some pretty interesting potential. So like and subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a comment in the comment box. Till next time, peace.